Hello, it's me, Finette from Fan Scrapping, here to do a quick birthday card for a friend that has a birthday on Christmas. Can you believe it? So I'm gonna get started to show you what I have for you. How you doing? Okay, so the supplies that I'm using today, this one's from Die Cuts with a View, called the Haunted Pink. I'm sure you all have seen these papers before. So the Haunted Pink is a stack. Peachy King, which is by Die Cuts with a View, I bought this year in 2014 at Joann's. The pink stack I got this year at Joann's when they had their paper stacks 50% off. This glitter pack is from Paper Studios, which is a Hobby Lobby brand that I got this year in 2014. Here is another Die Cuts with a View stack called the Royal Garden. It has beautiful paper in it. If you never, sorry, that's just an extra piece in there. And then we have this foil pack from American Crafts. I've had this one for some while. I don't even know if you can find this pack unless you find it somewhere where they've sent it a while back. But foil paper. Other supplies that we're using, our stamp is a Close to My Heart stamp. It's called Holiday Tags Occasions. It looks like this. I'm using the sentiment. It comes with sayings and frames. You can use this. It tells you right here with the well, it tells you on the label here. You can use it with the Artiste Cricut cartridge if you have it. But I'm using the sentiment off of it that says Happy Birthday, Close to My Heart. I used a Cuttlebug folder called Polka Dots. I used, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Three Birds. It used to be called, but now it's called Three Birds Design Studio. It's a HSN brand. I love them. Their products have been kind of slow off HSN, but I really love their bling boxes. They recently came out with a new box, I think this summer. But I told them, wouldn't it be great if they did a goodie box like this with nothing but different color enamel dots in it? Really good. So the bling that you're going to see today is coming from the Three Birds Design Studio out of their goodie boxes. They do have some stuff on HSN still. Maybe we should flood their Facebook page and say, make more goodie boxes. Make more goodie boxes. We'll see. You're going to see another piece of bling that comes from Recollections. I'll show you how I use that. And guys, believe it or not, only one Cricut cartridge. One. Out of all that stuff, all that paper, all that bling, all the cuts come from Forever Young Cricut cartridge. Okay? So, my card base. Let's get started. My card base is a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Okay, so to cut down on some time, I've already started the inside. Printed my sentiment off the computer, and we're gonna put it down. Okay, gonna put it down. So I'm just going to use this ATG gun. Guys, we are 9 days from Christmas. But I have so much going on outside of the holiday of it just being Christmas. I'm busy. So this will probably be my last video. I know it will. Until after Christmas. And crafting too. I did no Christmas cards this year. I feel really bad. Except for the one video you saw. It's just been really crazy with my year. We're praying for better days and more grace in 2015. Okay, that's part of my inside. Okay, one of the cuts from Forever Young. I hope y'all can see this. She's tiny, but all I did, because she has layers, I flattened it. Okay, I flattened it. So she's gonna go down on the inside here. Two-way glue pen. And I hope in 2015 to be doing more videos, being ahead of my crafts. My goal, one of my goals, is with my cards to always be ahead by a month of when they're due. So I'm already behind for January. Okay, so there's the inside. Real simple. My sentiment, and she goes on the inside. Okay, so let's start working on the outside. Y'all know how I am about my Xyron pieces. So I've already taken the liberty to run this through my Xyron. It is the 9-inch Xyron. If you're wondering which machine it is, it's a green one. It's a 9-inch if I have it. Okay, this is the base of my card, but I didn't want this beige to be showing. Even though this is die cuts with a view paper and it is strong, I like for my cards to be thick and sturdy, so when you stand them up, they don't slide. So, but I didn't want this beige showing on the outside. So this, I'm going to cover my whole base with this burgundy piece. So this is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Then this piece here comes down by 1/8 of an inch. It's 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. Okay. Then my next layer is going to be this piece, but it comes to 3 5/8 by 4 7/8. Okay, and then this piece, which is a gold piece, is 1 1/8 in height and 5 1/2 inches in width. So it's going to cover the whole page. So this video doesn't go on and on forever, I took the liberty and ran this through my Xyron. Okay, so oops, here we go. We're gonna start working on this. This is a magnetic mat. Okay, so I'm gonna pull out this piece, which is gonna cover the whole thing, and we're gonna put it down. Ooh, I got that too close. It's going to cover my whole base. Okay. Alright, so you won't be able to see that part. Then my next piece, which is my first pattern piece, which is right here. Okay, it's the one that went down by 1/8 of an inch. Okay. Then my next piece, which this was the 3 5/8 by 4 7/8. Okay. And it's going down right here. And then I got a banner, which is 1 1/8 high by 5 1/2. Okay, and that comes off. This goes in the trash. Okay, so I'm gonna line this up with something, a line on here, and so I can find just a line. So this, I know this is even. I'm gonna bring it down one. Yeah. Then that way I know that it's even on my map. I lined it up, and then I found a line going through, and I lined it up right there. Okay. Now, the next thing we're gonna do is put our piece, from Forever Young, which is a hat. This friend of mine's loves her hats, so I cut the hat from Forever Young. and did it. So I'm going to use my quick dry glue and start putting this down. So the gas is really cheap. Are you guys traveling this year for Christmas? Well, we're staying around here because I have to work the day after Christmas. And so we're just going to be around here, the hubby and I, for the year. For Christmas. Which is fine because we had a lot of company for Thanksgiving. On this hat, which I think I've lost some of my pieces here. Here it is. I got it. It's our little banner. If you're wondering why I'm doing this on this mat is stain resistant, glue resistant, and you can put anything and just clean it up. You can clean it up with soap and water, or you can clean it up with a baby wipe. I normally cleanse mine with a baby wipe, but it's like hot glue comes off of it. You know, the alcohol inks, stain resistant. Okay, this is part of the embellishments to this hat. It's one of the things that I ran through the Cuddle Ball. That's what went through the Cuddle Ball to make it come alive. Just make it come alive. Okay. Here. So we're gonna put this down. And I am trying to get this video finished. My last one for a while, and then didn't get my Christmas gifts wrapped. I gotta wrap my husband's Christmas gifts, and I have to do it while he's at work. Here's the second piece that goes on with this flower. Because when he's here, there would be no wrapping. Because he is a compensator. You know, he always wants to know what I'm doing. Even when I come back in the craft room to craft, he wants to know. And we share the computer back here. So sometimes that can get a little hairy because I want to work. Like I wanted to do this card last night, but he wanted to get on the computer. Now look what I did with this flower. Okay. That is the flower. I cut it out of some glitter paper. The bling out of the goodie box, I put it here. And then I'm going to put it on a pop dot. Okay, it's on a pop dot already. Just to save time. And it goes down next. Isn't it cute? Cute, cute, cute. Here's the shadow, which I should have had already putting this down. Okay, so this is good. So I'm going to take foam tape. This is just an extra piece I had doing some stuff with. And this is going to go on foam tape. This is foam taping and all this doubling it. That is like an Anna Griffin technique. She loves to when you buy her stuff, it may be foam tape between every layer, but that's what gives it dimension. And I remember seeing her doing that, and I was thinking, hey, I could do that with my own cuts and make it come out cheaper. See how that made that? It makes it look different. Without buying these cuts that I'm only going to use one time. I mean, once they're gone, they're gone. And I have all these cartridges or images from the silhouette, and I cut it 2 or 3 times and put it on foam dots and have it going. Don't get me wrong, Anna's got some good stuff. I have plenty of her stuff. But I like to get my money's worth. So if I have, you've got a lot of images and you can cut them over and over. Nice thing about Anna is she's paired up with the Cricut, so you can get a lot of her stuff now. And layer it up and use it over and over and over and over. This particular piece of foam tape is being stubborn because he knows I'm in a hurry. Behave. We have people watching. Okay, so that goes down. And then I'm also gonna put the whole thing up on pop dots. I mean on foam tape. Okay. So be safe this holiday season. People are going through a lot, and Christmas isn't always about the gifts. I think the greatest gift, it's about Jesus, and the greatest gift that we can give is to do right. And the scripture says that. You know, God said, what is required of thee? And he said to love righteousness. That's one of the things. So if you can do right, you know, to the best of your ability, that's one of our greatest gifts that we can give. Okay, so that will be ready to go when I get ready for it. All right, let's look at the sentiment. Here is the label for it. It also came out of, it also came out of the Forever Young cartridge. It had a word that was there. If you have it Forever Young, you know what I'm talking about. I cut everything with my Cricut Explorer. So I just hid the word part and took the frame. And then I duplicated it because it didn't have an offset like the silhouette. I know my YouTube girl Gloria from Spiral Rock 346 has talked to them about getting an offset button, but they haven't gotten it yet. So normally I just offset it, make it a little bit larger, and I get a label for it. So here it is. It came from Forever Young. I just didn't use the word. And then my stamp is a Close to My Heart stamp that I showed you earlier. My favorite mat. Just reminds me of Orlando. Miss you, Orlando. Hope to see you this summer. Pray. Alright. So, I already put my stamp on here. I'm just going to ink it up for you. Here. Okay. I like to use archival ink. This stuff is good. It's just one of my favorites, and I have it in a lot of different colors. Okay. So we're going to stamp it. I measured my stamp. Got the size that I needed, and then I cut my pieces. Okay. That's how I knew. I measured my stamp. And got my pieces. Whee! Okay. So there that is, and then I'm going to put it on top of here. Let's grab this zig pen. And we're going to put it down here. Might should use my quick dry glue. Huh. No, it's gonna fit. It's gonna be perfect. Yeah, there we go. Okay. That's what it looks like. Alright. So the bling that I said I used from Recollections, right here, it was a scroll piece like this. It was a big piece, and you can cut these. I cut these two off. You get more, you know, just don't use it. And I will use this on something else. But don't be afraid to cut it up if you have these, okay? Because what's going to happen here, let me show